Hi everybody, this is Chet Calhoun and this is my story. Um, like most people, I was taught to go to school and get a good education and then get a good job. And got pretty decent grades in high school. Wasn't really looking to go to college. Um, Enjoyed my time in high school playing baseball and football, but really wasn't good enough to go pro. It was a dream, but hey, I just couldn't hit too well. Anyway, um, shortly thereafter, got married and started a family. And my career has been in the transportation industry for about the past 30 years. Started out as a owner operator, driving a tractor trailer reefer operation with my father up and down the East Coast. That was fun before getting married, but once married, it was one of those things that I just wanted to be home and not living on the road. Um, excuse me. So became a diesel mechanic. Increased my skills till I was a first class diesel mechanic, and that provided a pretty decent living for many years. Problem was in 91, 92, we had a recession, and at the time we were living in the Northeast, and that's where it hit first. So it was pretty tough. Um, Found myself out of work for the first time, and that was a scary place to be. Um, was always able to get another job with my skills. So anyway, started looking around. The city of Atlanta actually was the most promising. In '91, the Atlanta Braves went worst to first, so that kind of created a buzz. And the city of Atlanta had just won the Olympics, so you're going to have construction and everything. And with construction, that's machinery, and that's going to break down, and that's where I come in. So my wife and my two beautiful daughters, we kind of packed up, and headed to Atlanta. And things were going really well down here, and up until this last recession. And this was the second recession that I was caught up in. Found myself in 2009 working for a Freightliner dealer down here in Atlanta. And there was only two trucks on the yard, and the writing was on the wall, so to speak. So I came into work one day, and that was it. There was no work to do. And now, obviously, um, closer to 50, with 30 years experience in this industry, I found it really tough to not be able to be not to be employed. That no one had any work for me to do, even at a discounted rate. And so it was a really sobering thought. It was a tough time for for my wife and I. Kids have grown up, gone to college, um, gotten married. They're both successful. Really proud of my daughters. My wife is talented and was making a very, very nice salary. And we were able to move into a dream home in the early 2000s. But then along came this recession, and in '09, I was out of work again. And shortly thereafter, my wife was out of work as well. The only saving grace was that she was offered a severance. However, I wasn't. So, you do what you can do to keep what you have. And that involved a tough decision, but I had to go into my retirement and take that out to keep a roof over our heads. And in the meantime, looking for work. Well, as everyone or most of you may know, some of you may have experienced it, but there was just no work to be found. Property values dropped, so it was one of those situations where even if there was work in another part of the country, you really couldn't sell your home and move like you could back in the recession of '91, '92. So one day I was getting the emissions tested in my truck, and I picked up a card that somebody had left out, and it was an opportunity to create my own business in the energy industry, and I had never heard of such a thing before. Now, I picked that card up 2 weeks prior to being laid off, and you know, once I got laid off, and once I called around to a couple other former employers that I worked for in the past here, and was told that, hey, we'd love to hire you, but we just have absolutely nothing to do. We have no work. That was kind of sobering, kind of a wake-up call. And, at 50 years old and no more retirement, it was time to look into something different. My skills had gotten me this far, but again, I was caught up in 2 recessions and I was deemed expendable. And I made a vow that I would never let that happen again. Anyway, what I discovered was that there is a business model out there that nobody talks about. They don't teach you this in school, but it's called network marketing. And most people don't understand it. They don't take the time to look into it, and that's kind of the point of this video. I'm not going to share my business with you here, but what I would like to do is to those that have experienced something maybe similar to my life. I know there's a lot of you out there that have. It's been tough, and I've never been one that asked for a handout. So it was always, let's find a way. We'll be able to do something. We'll get through this. So what I'd like to say, and what I'd like to promote here, is the network marketing business model. Most people, when you say that, they say, oh, that's one of those illegal pyramid schemes, or it's a scam. That's not the case. I've been involved with the company now for 5 years, and granted, I didn't know what I was doing when I got started, but it at least gave me hope for my future. And I had to learn some skills, and I'm practicing those skills now, and I'm happy to say that it is starting to work for me. And if it can work for me, then it can work for anybody that wants it to work. And again, it is work. What I'd like to offer to you that are watching this video, if you're open-minded, all network marketing is a delivery system. It's a different model, and most companies choose that because it is probably the least expensive way to go to market. Just think of Walmart or Macy's. Think about buying any product there. Pick it, a mattress at Macy's, or a piece of furniture or a piece of jewelry, or Walmart, a basketball, bicycle. What's it take to get that bicycle from the manufacturer into that Walmart store, or that piece of jewelry into the Macy's store? And then what you pay for it and what it actually cost the retailer is the profit. But it goes from the manufacturer to a ship, maybe, depending on where it's coming from, maybe on a train, onto a truck, into a distribution center, a warehouse, onto another truck, and then finally to the store. Now, as a customer, when we buy that, we pay part of those costs for all that, and then the company has the profit. A network marketer, what they do, for the most part, is we're the middleman. The company has a service or a product, and they have us who are enthusiastic and happy to promote our product or our service. In my case, I promote services, and I'll get to that in a little bit. But what I encourage you to do is, for the first 20 people that leave a comment, and if you want to personal message me your email address, I have a documentary film. It's about 1 hour. a little less than an hour, that goes into detail on what network marketing is and is not. I found it to be real eye-opening, and it would eliminate a lot of the myths and a lot of the misconceptions about what network marketing is. So if you get done watching this video, go ahead and leave a comment. Go ahead and leave your email address, or better, personal message me your email address. I don't think you want it everywhere. And I will go ahead and send you a rental of this movie. It's my gift to you. Because if you're like me, you may be looking for something different. You may be looking for something that you own, that's, something for you and your family that you can depend on yourself. You're not at the mercy of anyone else. So, like I said, take a look, leave a comment, personal message me your email address, and I'll get a copy of this documentary film for you to watch. There's a 3-day time limit on it, so if you do respond, you'll have 3 days in order to watch this this documentary. And after watching it, leave a comment. Let me hear your thoughts. See what you think. So anyway, hope y'all enjoyed this little video, and looking forward to hearing some response from those of you that may have been in a similar situation or might be going through that situation right now. We do have a better way, and it's just a matter of opening people up to this idea and explaining it to them to where they understand just exactly how it does work. And that's the cool part. It works if you work. Anyway, have a great day. We'll talk to you later. We'll see you.